Meet the architect's nightmare. 52 steps of a procurement workflow run flawlessly in under 90 seconds. Supplier sourced, terms negotiated, contract generated, invoice received. Then step 53 appears, wire transfer. And a human has to walk over to a laptop, log into a bank portal, find the invoice number, and manually approve a $3,800 payment. The agent did not fail. The financial layer underneath it was never built for what the agent is. Today we are going to break down agentic commerce from first principles. What it means, how the protocols actually work, where the payment gap lives, and what it costs operators who are deploying autonomous systems right now in 2026. This is not a theoretical problem. I am going to show you the exact failure modes, the exact dollar figures, and the exact architectural fix. Let's build the map. Agentic commerce is AI agents autonomously discovering services, negotiating terms, executing tasks, and settling transactions without human intervention at any step. That is the full definition. Every word matters. Autonomously means no human approval in the loop. Discovering services means the agent queries, registries, APIs, or other agents to find what it needs. Negotiating terms means the agent evaluates price, quality, and terms without a human making that judgment call. Executing tasks means the agent takes action, pays for compute, hires a contractor, purchases a dataset. And settling transactions means money moves. That last part is where agentic commerce either works or breaks. Every major AI lab and every major fintech player is investing in steps 1 through 4 right now. The capability to discover, negotiate, and execute is advancing rapidly. OpenAI's operator framework, Anthropic's agent tooling, Google's Gemini multi-agent orchestration, all of them are solving for steps 1 through 4. None of them have solved step 5. The settlement layer is the missing load-bearing wall in the agentic commerce architecture. There are 2 protocols you need to know about right now if you are building in this space. The first is ACP, Agentic Commerce Protocol. ACP defines the transport and negotiation layer, how an agent broadcasts capability, how it discovers another agent or service, how it proposes a task, and how it receives a result. ACP is the handshake layer. The second is AP2, Agent Payments Protocol. AP2 is a newer specification that attempts to define how agents authenticate for payment actions, how they signal payment intent, and how they hand off to a settlement layer. Here is the critical detail most coverage misses. Both specifications, in their current versions, treat actual settlement as out of scope. ACP specifies the commerce layer. AP2 specifies the payment instruction layer. Neither specifies who holds the funds, how the agent maintains a balance, or what happens when a payment fails and the agent needs to retry without human intervention. This is not a criticism of the protocol authors. It is a design decision that reflects the current state of financial infrastructure. You cannot write a specification for a wallet that does not exist yet. HTTP 402, the payment required status code, was written into the HTTP specification in 1991. It was reserved specifically for future use when machine-to-machine payments became a reality. 35 years later, in 2026, it is still functionally unimplemented in production payment infrastructure. That is how far behind the financial layer is relative to the protocol layer. Let me walk you through 3 real failure patterns. These are composites from actual deployments, not hypotheticals. A legal tech company deploys a contract review agent. The agent's job is to source a specialist reviewer for complex clauses, send documents, receive annotations, and process payment. Steps 1 through 5 run clean. On step 6, the $3,800 contractor invoice sits in the agent's queue for 71 hours because the wire transfer requires a human signatory at the bank. The contractor follows up twice. The agent cannot respond with a payment status because it does not know when the human will approve. The workflow's SLA was 48 hours. It missed by 23 hours because of a payment rail designed for humans. Direct cost, $3,800 delayed. Indirect cost, client SLA breach. Relationship cost, contractor deprioritizes future work. An e-commerce agent manages supplier payments across 7 countries. The agent can negotiate prices in local terms. It cannot hold local currency. Every payment routes through a US dollar account, converts via bank FX at a 2.8% spread, and settles in 3 to 5 business days via correspondent banking. Over 12 months on a $180,000 annual payables volume, the FX spread alone costs $5,040. The correspondent banking fees add another $4,200. The agent is costing $9,240 per year in friction purely because it has no native multi-currency settlement capability. Oh,